Alright, so we're back in the Ponderosa with Toro's Carvings. I wanted to share with you guys today. My father-in-law surprised me with a really nice piece of equipment for my saw, a portable sawmill. And I got excited and decided to put it all together and ended up screwing some things up. And I wanted to share with everybody on this piece of equipment, on what you might have to do if you buy one from Amazon. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so here it is. It says that it does up to 36 inches, but that doesn't mean you can use a 36-inch bar. You need about a 42 if you want to slab out within a 36-inch round. But it fits any saw from what I can see. But I'm using an 066, one of the best saws still made. Is a German saw. Back in that time, now I don't even know where they're made at. But I'm gonna be doing some milling, and I wanted to show you guys here. These little plates of metal were biting down on my saw, not allowing the chain to run on its track. And so what I did is I took off a little bit off the edge there, and did that to each piece as well. And what we have here is a portable mill to cut lumber, make lumber. And so I wanted to share too, for those that sharpen saws. I really screwed my saw up, but you can see chewed up that bolt there. And what ended up happening was these things here were biting down too hard, so I ended up loosening them up a little bit, ended up sliding and hitting the chain on the bolt where it goes into the hole here. So you got to really be able to tighten these down so they don't move around. And I screwed things up by loosening it up. When I was pushing on it, it went into the bolt. So you don't want to do that. And maybe if you buy one of these from Amazon, you want to take these edges down a little bit and see if that helps. And then it really chewed up my chain, but I got it all nice and filed, and I wanted to share with you guys that too. When you're sharpening these saws, you know, there's a certain angle you want to go with when you're sharpening a saw. I don't know if that's a 45, but I've been doing it for so long that I'm used to it. And if your saw's not cutting after you sharpen it, one of the reasons can be that you have to take down the rakers. These are called rakers right here. The little tip, you got to file those down as well. And you know, sometimes you can get these little special tools here that sit over the top of them, that goes there, and you take it down. If you don't, you know, if you're scared to just eyeball it. But all right, let's put it together and do some milling here. I'm gonna make a sign, and or do some slabs for some signs. And this is a really big round, but it's gonna be a big chunk here. And you got to lay something flat for the first slab so you can get a nice, even, clean cut. And these rails here will slide on that board until you get the first cut. And when you get the first cut, then you just eliminate the idea of that board and just slide over the top of that. All right, let's get it together and do some milling. So we're back again. This is what it looks like when it's on the saw. But you want to make sure you get this adjusted right down in here. You know, you don't want this sitting wrong and tearing up shit like I did. And so I'm going to sit here and make sure those are set right, and they're not stopping my chain from running freely. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. So I got it all put together. Chain seems to be running freely. You want to make sure that, you know, the bolts are not going to hit the chain, because that'd really tear up your chain really bad. I mean, it took me a long time to file this by hand, and I'll be making another video on how to file saws and stuff like that, and what you need to do to make sure your saw cuts, because you could sit there and sharpen it all day, and if you don't take down those rakers, it ain't gonna cut. And the more you take off the rakers, the more bite it's gonna have. So sometimes that can be bad too. You gotta be able to judge the right amount of filing, or you know, taking them down so much. But all right, let's take a look here. All right, here we go. all put together on the 066, and we're gonna get ready to do some milling. And you know, the chain's moving decently there. It's not binding, so obviously I did an alright job on taking off some of those edges on there that were causing it to pinch down on the drive links. All right, here we go. Let's get started. So there's the log, and there's the mill, portable mill. Got it off of Amazon. All right, thanks to my father-in-law, I'm gonna have a lot of projects coming up. All right, let's get started. All right, so far it's doing good. You can see this is how it slides over on the top. It's got a handle here so you can control it and guide it, push on it or whatever. But taking my first slab off. Nice beast there. She's still cutting a little dull. She's getting really fine dust, and that's an indication of a saw that wasn't sharpened right. So I'm gonna have to refile my saw to try to get it right. But it did take the heads back pretty bad. All right, let's finish up here. All right, so that was hell. The bar is definitely too short. I have a 36-inch bar on the saw, and you need about 42 for sure. But show you guys what it looks like. All right, there you have it. So I made the first cut. It came out pretty decent, not too bad. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a second cut. All right, let's get back to it. So I definitely need a longer bar, about a 42-inch bar, to be able to cut 36-inch slabs. But I wanted to show you guys what I got so far. All right, let's take a look. So here we go. See, took a slab off of there, and I had to take the portable mill off because it wasn't gonna reach and cut two sides on it. They make nice tabletops and benches and stuff. All right, well, I'll show you guys what it's going to be when I'm all done. That's part of it. That's going to be the where the sign goes. All right, and that's going to be the base. So that's going to be a big one. All right, let's get back to it. Well, it's starting to snow, so I might have to call it a day. We're supposed to get another storm from this evening into tomorrow morning, so I might have to wrap it up here, but we'll carry on. I said I made that first slab, and now I'm gonna get ready to work on the base part that's going to be holding the slab, and hopefully we could get some clear weather to be able to pull this off. All right, you guys, see you next time. All right, excuse me, I'm a little out of breath. But it didn't snow yet, hasn't snowed yet, but I was able to do some more work and give you more or less of an idea what I did here with this portable sawmill. I ended up doing some notching and stuff to make this slab go into a round, and I wanted to show you guys some ideas on signs and stuff. This is going to be a really big one, but it's for somebody special, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. All right, there it is. So remember that slab I was milling out? You can see right here, that's part of it. But then if you look at the bottom, it's the other round. It's the round shape, or we call it live edge or whatever. My brother likes to call it a live edge. But the base of it, I'm gonna shape into rocks. And basically the sign will be down low, and you got a surprise after I get close with all that and get close to putting the sign in. But all right, let me see. It's a little tight squeeze being here on top of my big truck. It's an International, about a 20-foot dump bed. It's got a really big winch. I don't know if you can see the winch down there. It's about a 40,000 pound winch, and that's how I get a hold of my rounds. But yeah, that's it right there. I'm gonna start designing it and make it take a form of something really nice. All right, let's see. That's going to be a huge sign. Really big sign. First one I've ever done this size. All right, until next time, till we get started on the other details. We'll see you guys next time. Yeah, that's the big International. Yeah, I had to use a step stool to get up there. And then I didn't want to carry all my tools and keep passing them back and forth, so I threw them up on top of the truck so I could unload them from there and then load them back in there. There's the 066 and this portable small sawmill. I keep saying that wrong. Not used to having one, so. Alright, you guys. Okay, so I took a break thinking that it was gonna start snowing on me, and it didn't, and the sun came out a little bit. It's cloudy, and I want to get some more detail done on the sign. Instead of sitting around not doing nothing, it was barely like 2:55, so I had a little break, and now I'm gonna get back to it. All right, let's see what it comes out looking like. So you remember the sign. Now, if for those that need to use a pencil, I don't use a pencil to draw and mark anything. I kind of just wing it, and I'm not really good with the pencil or anything, and so I just kind of wing it and just let it take its place and come out however it comes out. So I wanted to re-show you guys what I'm working on, and let's get started. I'm going to gas up my saw. I'm using the little saw this time around, and earlier today we were using the big 066. This is a 391T, and it has about a 14-inch bar on it, and I use that for smaller details, smaller work on my carvings. But let's get started here. All right, you guys. So we never got any snow, so I went ahead and did a lot more work to it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Anybody's doing wood sculpturing, this might be a good idea for who wants to make signs. Now this is a really big one, and I got pretty far, but it's getting late and cold out here, and I'm gonna call it a day and work on it tomorrow or the next day. I don't know what the snow's gonna do, but all right, let's check it out. Well, there you have it. So it's a little rock pattern, and the sign's going to go towards the middle right in here. And then I got 1 bear, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's a family of bears. And you can have a look here on the side. So I did a little rock work there. And then as we get around to the back side of it, it's going to be their butts. Now, I still got a lot of detail to go, and you're going to be able to see their back part of their paws, and did some more rock work there. But there you go. So let me know what you guys think. Pretty cool, huh? Especially when I get done with all the detail on it and get it all nice and sanded and polished up. It's going to be a pretty nice sign. Alright, well, time to put the tools away. I am freezing. It's cold. Alright, see you guys next time.